Members of a local theater are on edge tonight after receiving threats.
It was a letter that was full of, I guess, for the lack of a better word, hate and visceral.
The support for a social justice movement that made the theater a target. A live theater playhouse in Chula Vista says it is getting threats after pledging its support to the Black Lives Matter movement. Theater members say the threats range from boycotts to people urinating on the building. Our ABC 10 News anchor Vanessa Van Hefty shows us why the theater members say the threats are now crossing a line.
So what do I do? Best thing to do? To wait it out.
This onstage playhouse just wrapped this production of All the Timing, a virtual play during the pandemic, proving the show must go on. But offstage, the actors say they're watching their backs after getting violent, profanity-laced hate mail like this.
It was a letter that was full of, I guess, for the lack of a better word, hate and visceral.
It came after the theater put up this marquee in early June following the death of George Floyd Jr.
We put our Black Lives Matter poster in the window. We changed our marquee, stating that we're listening because it's time for everybody to listen. Shortly after that, about 2 to 3 days, I received a handful of emails from some past patrons.
James Darvas says he responded to all of the emails, but 2 that were mailed to the Playhouse were especially troubling.
I'm going to rephrase it for the viewers. They were going to urinate on our doorstep every day until we were put out of business.
The letter reads, in part, Chula Vistans will never forget that you supported the criminal BLM pressure. You are going out of business, and we will expletive on your doorstep until you do.
We can't grow empathetically if we argue, so I always generally reach out and ask if they'd like to have a conversation with me.
Darvas says there are misconceptions. The Black Lives Matter movement supports equality. They do not support criminal activity. The theater has met with the Chula Vista Police Department and will continue to be vigilant and welcome open dialogues.
Our goal is to have conversations.
Vanessa Van Hefty, ABC 10 News.
And the theater says the backlash has also been met with an outpouring of support from people as far away as the UK. And it has also received large donations that will go towards an education fund.